It's Kojo Raps on TV. I'm live from Las Vegas, and I'm here with the president of the Boxers Writers Association, Joe Santacalillo. Yes, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. I just really wanted to get your thoughts. It's a big fight this weekend. You must be very excited. Just talk to me about the weigh-in yesterday, and both fighters coming in quite heavy. How you think that might impact the fight tonight?
I think it may impact Fury more than I think it'll impact Wilder. I believe the 273 is the second highest Fury's ever weighed in a fight. I think he came in at 276 after he came off his 3-year hiatus. And you remember how differently he looked in that fight, and there was a lot of jiggle to his wiggle. This is a differently shaped Tyson Fury. He is more muscular. There's not a whole lot of wiggle to his jiggle this time. But I would like to think he did well at 256 the first time against Deontay Wilder. Why mess with that formula? Why mess with something where you're going higher? I think it's 18 and a half pounds heavier or 16 and a half pounds heavier. Why play around with that when he did so well the first time? Now you could turn around and say, hey, the added weight may be able to turn around and help me absorb a punch better, but I can't see a whole lot of weight being added to Tyson's chin. So I think it would have a detriment on Tyson Fury. I think there's a chance that it can slow him down. I think there's a chance that it'll make him a little bit more sluggish. And I think there's a chance that it'll give him, well, you're dealing with someone 273 as opposed to someone 256. And granted, again, 16 and a half pounds. But that's 16 and a half pounds more to hit. And then on the flip side of it with Deontay Wilder, you're talking about someone that was 212 pounds the first time these guys fought, which is the lightest that Wilder has weighed or had weighed since his pro debut, where he came in at 207. If he was able to knock down Tyson Fury at 212, think about it. How much more stronger, how much more powerful do you think he'll be at 231? So I think the 231 definitely helps Deontay Wilder. I think the added weight, in my opinion, hurts Tyson Fury.
Obviously, I know you're a historian, you're a person that knows a lot about the sport. In terms of the adjustments that need to be made by each fighter, who do you think has got the greatest challenge in being able to make those adjustments and implement them?
Again, it may have to be Fury. He may have to do more to win. I thought, his formula of boxing worked out well the first time. And now he's talking, and I stress the word talking, about a second round KO. And I spoke to Deontay as recent as 2 weeks ago. I called up, I got JD's, and Jay just happened to have Deontay next to him. And I got a few minutes with Jay and Deontay. And they both made the point, and I think it's a valid point, why fight fire with fire? And I think anybody that knows the sport of boxing, anybody that knows these two guys as well as boxing fans and boxing writers, I think, do. Why mess around with that fire versus fire like that? If it's not broke, don't fix it. And in my opinion, I had the first fight a draw, but going into the last round, I had Tyson Fury up.
Like the English judge.
Because he was winning the fight on speed, on quickness, and basically on outboxing Deontay Wilder. Why play with that? Why go against what worked so well for you the first time?
And I just want to ask you, Jack Rees was the referee from the first fight, done a great job in terms of the countdown. In the UK, he was part of a BT Sport documentary, and in that documentary, he said that he felt Wilder won the first 4 rounds from where his position was in that ring. What do you make of that comment from him as a ref and overall?
That's interesting. I thought, I don't remember too well who won the first 4 rounds, but I do know, I will say this in fairness to Jack Rees at the end, he thought it was a close fight in the end. He didn't sway it one way or the other, but I do remember him thinking it was a very, very close fight in the end. And let's also be realistic here too. Jack gave Tyson an opportunity when a lot of refs, especially in this day and age, and some of the tragedies that have gone on in boxing in the last 2 years, would have turned around and waited it over.
Right.
So I think Jack Rees done it. I think Jack Rees done a very good job.
An
excellent job.
Perfect. And I know you're rushing off, so I just want to quickly talk to the UK fans and say I came to your Boxing Writers Association Awards last year in New York, just to the lead up to Joshua Ruiz. Great event, tons of boxers, lots of information, memorabilia, historia. Just talk to me about what that event means, how it got started, and would you recommend UK fans to travel over and attend the show?
Yeah, it's a who's who of boxing. I mean, we are, as far as I know, the Boxing Writers Association of America, we're the only ones that do what we do. And I know there is a British organization, I know there's a Japanese organization, but my understanding is the Japanese only award, the fight of the year in Japan and the fighter of the year in Japan. I believe it's the same thing in England.
Yeah, I think so.
That's my understanding. The Boxing Writers Association of America, we're the only ones in the world that do what we do.
Yeah.
And it's international. I mean, last year, Usyk was our fight of the year. The year prior to that, it was Lomachenko who was our fight of the year. We usually wrap it around a large fight, a big fight. We're trying to work it out. We're trying to see if we can get Vegas this year. This is my 7th year as president, and we're looking at the possibility of back here in Vegas, the possibility of April 30th at the MGM Grand, 2 nights prior to Canelo's fight against whoever. Might be a Brett, might be Joe Saunders. Let's see who it is, and there's just a possibility it could be him.
Yeah.
So it's a fun event. It is an event where everybody in the boxing industry, I'd like to say, lets their hair down, even though in my case, not a lot of hair to be let down.
I'm in the same boat as you.
But it's a great event where everybody's approachable. Everybody, it's a fantastic event for fans. And I'm very much looking forward to this year.
100%. And guys that are listening, I just want to say, listen, I was at the event. It was fantastic. I met Sugar Ray Leonard, Bernard Hopkins, Julian Williams after he just won his title belt, Stephen Fulton, Sam Watson, people from the TV world were there.
And here's the deal this year, Canelo, Floyd is the fighter of the decade, and Andre Ward, who's the top award winner. We were talking about 3 of the top 5 fighters of the last decade. Yeah. And then Bernard Hopkins is, and it's just a huge smorgasbord of boxing celebrities.
Definitely. So listen, Joe, I'm going to let you run off, but I definitely look forward to any announcements coming forward. Before you go, can I get a prediction from you on tonight's fight?
You sure you want me to predict? I'm predicting this to England, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. I just think that I think Wilder 231 is going to be that much more potent. Yeah. I think Wilder at 231 is going to be that much stronger. I think he has Tyson Fury figured out. It took him 9 rounds the last time. I think it's going to be a little bit quicker. And I did put my money where my mouth is and what I'm about to say. And it's got to be a little bit out on a limb here, but I'm going to go a Wilder KO 5.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the fight. Thank you.